Hey guys, my name is Tim Schmoyer and hi, how you doing? Hope you had a good week. My week's not been too bad, thanks for asking. Welcome to another week of Youth Questions, where every week we answer real questions from real teens about real life. And today's question is definitely about real life. If you're a teenager and you have a question you'd like us to answer in one of our upcoming episodes, there's a link in the description below this video on YouTube where you can anonymously submit any question about whatever you're going through in life. We'll do our best to answer pretty much anything that comes along. This week we're answering a question from a teenager about relationships and his girlfriend. Here's the question. It's my first relationship and it's my girlfriend's first relationship too. I love her very much and she tells me she loves me too. She said that she has been interested in me for a while, but sometimes I feel like she doesn't really love me. At other times I really can feel like she loves me. What's going on? What do I do? I took this question with me to VidCon a couple weeks ago and asked a whole bunch of teenagers and YouTubers and adults and parents and a whole bunch of people what their advice and suggestions would be for you or other people who have this situation, and here's what they said.
That is literally every relationship you'll ever have, regardless if it's with your mom, it's with your best friend, it's with the person down the street. That is how you're going to feel in every relationship. Some days you're amazing, you're going to get along with them, they're going to be your best friend, you can share the world with them, and the next day you're like, I never want to see you again. Like, it's just the nature of being with people and having connections with other people.
If you don't know how somebody feels, I would personally say, like, sit down and talk about it. Like, I mean, communication is the key to any relationship out there.
I'm always that person that is wishy-washy with the feelings. I mean, it's not really wishy-washy. It's like one day I'm like, hey, you're awesome. The next day I'm like, okay, go away. So that's me, and everyone just kind of has to like take it and deal with it. And like, I don't care for them any less, you know, than I would any other time. So it's just something you gotta put up with, and it sucks, I know, but as long as she's still there and she still cares, it's okay.
Don't let it get the best of you. If they are still coming back, even on those days where you don't feel like they love you, they still probably have feelings for you and still care about you.
Communication, because if you're not sure, talk about it. Just ask and just say, you know, like, you know, I feel like this is kind of one-sided in an extent. So yeah, just communicate.
Talk about it. That's the only thing to do. Not a mind reader.
Don't put all your value in what someone else thinks of you, because then you're just going to always be a slave to someone else's values of what your characters were.
Boyfriend-girlfriend relationship, you still need to have like time together, like friends, so like movies, and just be together, and you'll see how it goes either way.
Don't throw around the word love, because you're not sure if she knows what that means or not. And she could have a different idea of what it is than you do.
Instead of just sort of approaching it like head on without being sure what to say, write your feelings down, and either talk about your feelings that you wrote down or just send an email or a letter. I personally, when it comes to stuff like that, I write letters because I think emails are kind of impersonal in an extent. But like, even if you type it, I would do it in like a letter form just to say, hey, you know what, like this is how I'm feeling.
Girls are very emotional, so
no one noticed that.
They are very moody. So if you ever do feel like she's being very distant, it might be just because she's a girl.
This is true.
People may not always be like, you know, 100% is in, I'm so happy today, or I'm like, you know, ready to go and be this enthusiastic about everything. But it doesn't mean that they're like mad or pissed off or anything. It just means sometimes people are tired. Sometimes people may not like, you know, want to be smiling all the time. So don't take that as the, oh, well, this person doesn't like me anymore, or, oh, anything like that.
You can't ignore it. You have to confront it one way or another eventually. So you might as well talk about it now.
The best thing is don't assume, because if you assume, you're gonna like not address the feelings, not address what you're feeling, and then it'll come up later and it'll just be this big massive thing that could have just been handled if you didn't assume anything.
Put that aside, they really do. It's just worry. People always worry about the dumbest things that come to their mind, and especially when it comes to relationships. I've seen relationships do that all the time, and yet the other person loves the person so much that they don't even know it.
Be yourself, and if this person truly loves you, then that should be enough. If not, then they're not the right person. You shouldn't have to pretend to be someone different in order for someone to love you. You should just be able to be yourself around them, and they should love you for who you are.
A lot of these people gave really good advice, but I want to hear what you guys think. What would you say to this person, this guy who's in this relationship with this girl? Please leave a comment below, or even better yet, you can click right here and leave a video response, and that'll put your video below our video as well, and we would all love to actually hear and see what you have to say to this person. Check out the links in the description below this video on YouTube. You'll find links there where you can anonymously submit your own question for us to answer in one of our upcoming videos. Also, you'll find links where you connect with us on Facebook and Twitter. We would love to engage with you and give you some behind the scenes looks, so check those out, and we will see you guys again next week for another Youth Questions video. Bye.